Okay, this is kind of a follow-up to the video I did on Mixamo textures that get lost on the import. This is going to be adding that Mixamo model to your third-person controller. So I have the new Unity third-person controller. It's free. It's relatively new. I think it's only like a year old. So this silhouette woman. Actually, let's go ahead and recreate those textures anyway, so we can do it in one shot. So I have a folder over here that was downloaded directly from Mixamo in a T-pose. So this is the new one we loaded. So I'm just going to drag her into the scene. She's all plaster of Paris looking. So from the other video, she has no colors. So I'm going to go ahead and add those now. So this is what I just dragged in. It's a packed piece with all little pieces, hair and whatnot. And there's an empty textures folder I made. So I'm just going to click here. You can't click here on the scene. You have to click her in your assets panel. So once you click here, go to inspector, you'll see your tabs. Sorry, my old man glasses. Your new tabs, model, rig, animation, and materials. First thing we're going to do is make sure we have materials. And whoa. And right now there aren't any materials. We need to import those materials. So if you extract textures, the textures are a binary inclusion in that file. So select the folder. I created that subfolder. I'm pointing. You can't see me pointing. So we're going to go and pop that open. It'll do a whole bunch of stuff. And we get the complaint here, even though our model looks correct. We have textures are marked as normal maps, blah, blah, blah. That could be a bunch of stuff. Overlapping polygons that don't match the texture's proportions, or the model has problems itself. But again, luckily, Unity nerds had to convert all those fixes and make a single button. So click Fix Now. Okay, so she's happy. So we just need to attach her mesh to this robot dude. So the first thing we want to do while we're here is go over to our rig, click that, and right now it's set for generic. We need to set that to humanoid. Okay, even though we set it in Mixamo as humanoid, forgot. Okay, so we're going to create it from this model and do apply. More magic. Okay. So you don't see any immediate changes. And there's a whole bunch to go along with this, but I'm trying to keep this as a minimum. So if we go to our robot guy, nested armature, I'm going to go and right click him and prefab, unpack completely. Does a whole bunch of stuff. Okay, now we're going to go down to player armature. Fly him out. Go to geometry. And I'm going to delete the robot guy, who is armature mesh. Now, what I want to do first is get rid of her on the scene, because there's going to be duplicate instances of her. It has tripped me up, and I can't explain why. Probably because there will be duplicate meshes in the namespace. I'm not sure. So I'm going to go and delete her. So under the geometry for the armature, after we unpack it, I'm going to go ahead and delete the armature mesh. Okay. And down here in directly our downloads, which now has our unpacked prefab, an avatar, and our new textures. I don't know why I showed you all that. Just take my word for it. So we're going to drag the woman package into geometry. So press and hold and drop her right in there. Okay, and that should be, I think that's all there is, but let's just go ahead and check. We click the parent armature up here, the player armature, and we make sure this is correct. Looks great, but this is still looking for the robot guy. That's called avatar armature. So click on the bullseye, and we should see a reference for our lady, young woman avatar. Okay, that was the file name. And if all went well, Click play. And that's all you need to do. Okay, so leave a comment if you have any problems with this. I had some snags here and there doing a couple of the things. I think I had the instance of her on the stage as well. What else? Oh, and I clicked some buttons I shouldn't have clicked, like trying to sync animations. The standard assets third-person controller, the 2020 version, takes care of that, all of that for you. Okay, so good luck. Hopefully this video was short enough, and I will see you next time.